for in great jewelry, right? You want something that's of the highest of quality, of course, because jewelry becomes almost a part of our signature style. You want something that's elegant, that's timeless, that is so classy. What you're looking at in this beautiful layered necklace, 3 different chains, 3 completely different textures, all made in Italy. But have you ever tried to layer necklaces and the clasps get tangled? They also aren't ever quite the right length, right? Like you have one that's maybe, you know, the 16-inch or an 18-inch, but you don't have a 20-inch, or you have 2 18. How do you create this layered look? Well, beautifully done at a 16-inch, an 18-inch, and a 20-inch. You have a today's special value that gives you the look of 3 layered pieces, but you can take these apart, you can unclasp whichever chain that you want and create your own design. You can actually create 7 different looks with this one today's special value. Each one is linked with a lobster claw clasp on that O-ring, and then you have this larger clasp to connect them. What you do to put them on is crack that magnet like an egg. It is the easiest way to put on a necklace, and you can create as many looks as you want. It's just 7 different looks with these 3 chains. Of course, I love it as one. I mean, really designed to be, you know, that layered necklace look, right? You have 3 necklaces beautifully done together, perfectly layered in length and in texture. All you have to do today is pick your metal. Now, it's all beautiful ultra-fine silver. It is nickel-free. It is 95% silver versus what we typically see is 92.5. So even more silver. No matter which choice you pick today, everybody's getting at least 11 grams of sterling silver. The gold is then dipped in 18 karat gold. So let me take you through the choices because you have it available in that rose gold. That is one of our most limited choices. You then could go to the tritone. I love this one because you get the rose, you get your silver, and you get it dipped in gold over sterling silver. That's your tritone. The all yellow is another choice, and then true, like ultra fine, get it in the all silver. This is where you see it's brighter, it's whiter. That's the difference of that 95% sterling silver. You have a 16-inch, an 18-inch, and a 20, and remember, they are perfectly layered, really because of the magic in the clasp. It's so easy to get on and off, and today is our today's special value. Close to 3,000 spoken for. This necklace should easily be $150. Honestly, some jewelry stores, you would spend almost $100 on each chain, let alone to get 3 chains for $89 and change. Silver, we have it in yellow, we have the tritone, and we have the rose as well. But Patricia Kostra is joining us. Patricia's an expert in Italian jewelry. She brings us ultra-fine. This is, I think, such a beautiful way as we're thinking about summer. Less when it comes to layers, right? We're wearing more open necklines.
That's right.
This necklace is perfect for it. Walk me through a kind of an overview of this 3-chain necklace, because it's not just 3 chains, it's this interchangeable design.
That's right. I mean, we really had to go far through in between all different types of chains and necklaces and really curated in our offices in Milan with our designers the perfect 3 chains at the perfect 3 lengths. So I'm going to take you through some of them. It's really special how we actually came about these. So starting up at the very top, we decided we wanted to give you at that 16-inch length the very beautiful, the very Italian, very popular Singapore chain. Now again, the chains were curated and picked specifically for these lengths at these gauges. We had to go through about 150 different chains to get the perfect ones at the perfect sizes. Notice that you have the diamond cutting coming in through on those twists and turns. Now this is particularly important when you're talking about something that is closer to the neckline because you want to get that sparkle. You want to get all of that light that the ultra-fine is going to hit. And then of course, down right below, at that next 18-inch length, we wanted to give you a classic. Like when you go to Capri, when you see the ladies that get off their yachts and go lunch at the little small cafes, they're wearing those forzatina chains with those stations. So here again, you have the high polish of the beads. Notice again how there's a perfect balance between the Singapore and then that texturing and the beading of that forzatina. And then I have to say, it's the star of the show for me in particular, because I love a good snake chain. Here again, we gave you something that is updated and fresh. Notice how it's not a regular snake chain. Notice how that you have almost a little bit of that square edging. This again is meant to give you a beautiful reflection of that ultra fine light and the sparkle.
It's spectacular. Now, if you wanted to take that 16-inch off, you can completely remove it. You could gift it to your daughter. The clasp will still work. It'll have that lobster claw and an O-ring, and she could wear it independently. And then you can wear the 18 and the 20-inch together. I mean, there's so many different ways to wear it, whether you pick up on the sterling silver, you go for the yellow, the tritone, or the rose. I want to first, we'll dive into the difference too of ultrafine silver, Patricia, but I want to talk about the craftsmanship with this because this is all made in Italy. Kind of take us through that process.
Right. So every single one of these chains and these necklaces are made in different workshops. Here we have a video. So you'll notice once the chain is made, again, every single one of them is made in a different workshop in Arezzo that specifically works on that. We have our artisans that really go through the specifics. Then guess what? We take every single one of those necklaces and we take them to a different workshop that solely does the findings, solely does the closures. And then guess what? There is only one specific workshop in out of Italy that we go to for our plating and one that we go to for our polishing. That is all they do. So you really are getting the Italian craftsmanship, the third, fourth generation, artisans that are working, 3-4 people in a workshop specifically on your piece of jewelry. I love our shot here too because guess what? Every single one of those, ways that you could wear it is capable, or you're possible to do it with this one necklace. So you're getting 7 different looks. But if you wanted to, Ali, if you wanted to get, and you say have like a 22-inch necklace that you love at home, and you wanted to add it to the magnetic closure, now you're getting into even more different options.
You could take the chains off, use that magnetic closure with any of your other jewelry. Because you might also find that now, or the way that you have your nails, it's really hard to get those little clasps on. You can use that magnetic closure on pieces you already own. Look at all the different looks you can create. And part of it, the quality of ultrafine. A lot of us choose ultrafine too because it's nickel free.
Yes.
The silver is brighter and whiter. I mean, what makes ultrafine so special?
I'm glad that you asked me this, Ali, because ultrafine, for those of you who have shopped with us, know this already, but if you haven't before, usually when you have sterling silver jewelry, it's 92.5 parts pure silver and the rest is alloy. So that's where you get your nickel. Now, well, guess what? Ultrafine is giving you more of the good stuff, more of the precious metal. It's 95 parts pure silver, and the rest is alloy. So you have also nickel-free, it's tarnish resistant, it's hypoallergenic, and it's gonna be whiter, it's gonna be brighter. This is, again, and I love here, we got that little tight shot, like, oh, I'm just here. If you ever have that happen, you just kinda wanna go forward, and bam, we're back in business. Okay, again, all perfectly curated.
Yeah,
so I mean,
so pretty.
we really went through months, and I mean months, of picking the perfect chains, the perfect Italian classics in the perfect size.
I just love how delicate it is.
Oh, and that's something that
you know
we
what I
see
mean?
a lot
Like, it
now.
feels so Italian to have all these chains layered perfectly, the right texture. And honestly, if I was to have to get these on, whether it's a matter of like you can't see the findings anymore or dexterity is tricky for you, this is such a fantastic solution simply because of the clasp. It's a magnetic clasp. You crack it open like an egg. It's nice and secure. So once it's set, it's set. But look how they're each attached. So on one side, that ring closure, you're not doing that little bitty tiny lobster clasp, which probably we can't even do anymore. You now have this really great magnetic closure. So you can completely remove you can remove one of the chain, 2, 3 of the chains. And by the way, when you remove the chains, they still have an O-ring and a lobster clasp. So I could take the 16-inch off one day.
That's right.
Let my daughter wear the 16-inch. You still then have the 18-inch, the 20-inch. If you've got another, like a 22-inch chain, like you said, you could add it to this mix and change up the layers. I mean, the opportunities, the possibilities are endless. This is gonna be a workhorse in any jewelry box. It's beautiful on its own. It gives you that stunning play of texture, of course, but then like how each chain catches the light is beautiful. So you're just gonna pick your metal choice. Ultrafine silver in the all silver choice. The gold, because this is the Italian standard.
That's right.
18 karat.
Yes, we'll get to that too.
Always
right?
really important.
Always
so
very
this
important.
is bathed in 18 karat gold, all over sterling silver. You have your tritone, rose, silver, and yellow gold.
Oh, how good is that?
That's beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
It looks so classy.
And permission to play with your metals. I mean,
And
the
then
fact
here's
that
that
we
pretty
did it
rose.
for you here too, I mean, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and then here's that gorgeous rose as well. Okay, the clasp is so phenomenal. $89.98 gets us home. It should be $150. Like, I think about how we're wearing it, and even Mary, she's got more of an open neckline.
Oh, on the
Look
skin.
at that. You look like you are dripping
And this
in gorgeous metal. It's stunning.
I love how, again, we decided to do something a little bit more delicate. It becomes so much more sophisticated. I love that Mary has the tritone. Again, you really get to appreciate how we curated, because this is what it is. It is a curated layering look.
Yeah, good point.
A lot of the time, you know, you want to go home and you say, okay, I really love this layering look. I'm going to try to do it myself. It's really hard to find the perfect chain.
I can never do it.
At the perfect length. So here we did that really Italian curated look for you. Now, I also, just so while we're talking, decided that I was going to go ahead and take off, you know, all the other two chains, and I just wanted to
just the 18-inch.
just the 18, just the forzatina. And I want to really come and show you here what we were talking about earlier. So you have that magnetic closure, which I decided to keep on because, listen, I'm a single gal, so for me, having this magnetic closure is everything. Joan Rivers used to have her doorman put her jewelry on for her. I don't have one of those yet, but we're working on it. So again, and as somebody who have those mobility issues, this is again going to be that perfect solution. So again, you have the O-ring. You have every single one of those chains, necklaces has its own lobster claw clasp. So really and truly, you can wear every single one of these on its own. And I'm just going to show you how easy this is.
I took your 16-inch.
There you go.
Just to show you, away from the magnetic clasp, you still have a fully functioning necklace.
Yes, you do.
So like I said, if maybe you're thinking the 16 inches is a little shorter for you, take the 16-inch off, use this as a fantastic gift, and then you've got the other 2 layers with that magnetic clasp. Because my daughter doesn't need the magnetic clasp. I do. You do. Right? You keep that part. So you can separate it. Now, just today, over 3,000 have already been spoken for. Tricolor, very, very popular. You have your all silver choice. You have it in the yellow gold, which is 14 karat yellow gold over sterling silver. The tri is that rose. That's what Mary has on. And it just like melts against the skin. And then you also have the all rose. Rose is our most limited. Fewer than 1,000 to go around, $89.98, being dipped in Italian's finest, which is 18 karat. That's very important.
Yes, it is. So, and I wanted to come back right and circle to that. So I would say in the last 2 years is the first time that we were able to do 18 karat plated over 950. Now, I know a lot of you shop here for jewelry and you might be familiar with David Marksney. So he used to be a buyer here at QVC. And when I first met him and we were chatting, he said, do you know that when I was working with UltraFine as a buyer here at QVC, I kept on going to Italy and saying, I love the white bright, white bright silver, but can we do 18 karat gold? Can we do 18 karat rose gold plated over? And simply the answer back then was no. And that is because we did not have the technology in Italy to be able to give you plating over the 950 that we could guarantee that would never, tarnish or come off. So now, of course, the Italians, where there's a problem, we find a solution, and the solution has been found. So when you get your 18 karat over the 950 silver, which at its core is better, you don't ever have to worry about this coming off, rubbing off. If you look at the price of gold today, Ali, I mean, the price of gold per ounce is about $3,400 an ounce. So
it's gone up since I last checked.
So, and the price of silver has gone up
silver,
too.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is a very good point too. When we were able to bring this in, when we first made the orders with Italy, we locked this in at a price months ago.
Yeah.
The price of silver has gone up. A lot of things have changed since then. We are not able, we will never be able, and this is a promise, to give you something of this quality, of this gram weight at this price. So this is like a run, don't walk type of opportunity.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful necklace. Before, too, you were looking at the necklaces on the bust. Those were 7 different ways you can wear this necklace. Now,